That one I've wanted to cut for a long time.
Yeah, I just liked the fact that it had all this energy. The demo, it was like this really fast tempo and really aggressive. The guitar, the intro guitar to that song is, I think, like one of my favorite guitar moments on the record. It's just so crunchy and awesome.
And it's the smallest amp.
Yeah. I think I sent you a set of lyrics, and I remember your response to the lyrics was, "So we're doing Clarity 2 now, is that it?" Because I was still kind of obsessing on some of the same themes, and that I took that and I turned it inward, and I said, yeah, I looked at the lyrics and I said, yeah, I'm kind of writing the same crap here, and so I made it a song about writing the same crap. I made it a song about being a self-parody, and a song about thinking you're special and having that terrible realization where you find out that you're not. At least not in the way you thought you were. You go through all these things that things you think you wouldn't do, things you think you wouldn't say, things you think you wouldn't react to in the way you react to them, the way you see other people react to them. Well, I'm not going to be like that when it happens to me, if it happens to me. In this case, my divorce was definitely part of it, and I'm not going to go through all the cliched reactions and emotions and things like that, and I find out, oh yes, you most certainly are going to go through them all, and just that sort of thing. I mean, that was definitely, it was also inspired by there's a scene in the movie The 25th Hour, the Spike Lee movie with Ed Norton, where Ed Norton stands in front of a mirror and he just unloads on everything in the world, that every person in the world that he hates and every group in the world that he hates, and all of this rage and frustration and criticism, and just lets it out in this tirade, and then he in the mirror speaks back to him and says, no, it's you, you're the one who screwed it up, not all these people. And so there was definitely some physician heal thyself going on in that song.
Oh.
Out of order.
Yeah, I understood.
No, I wasn't hinting. I was just
repeating. Okay. Open up lyrics first. You sent me lyrics.
Yep, I did. Those lyrics, I wrote that whole thing in about the time it would take to play the song. I mean, that came like that. Which was really cool because I'd been blocked for a very long time. When we started the writing process, there were 2 or 3, 4 months where it was just like nothing was coming. Then all of a sudden, tons of stuff came in the flood, and Out of Order was the first one. Sent it to Matt, and I said, here are the lyrics, and it's in 6/8. That's all I know. Do whatever you want with it. And he came back with something awesome, and we've had the first half of it for a long time, but not the second half, I think. And then I went away and wrote the bridge, or the guitar solo part. And then we
didn't have the bridge. You brought the bridge in.
And then we tagged the ending on, and we were playing Out of Order really early. Like 2007, I think we were playing Out of Order live.
That one got finished tracking a long time ago too. Mm-hmm. That one's been sitting waiting to be mixed.
Very true.
That's all you got to say about that.
Well, I can say the lyrics. The lyrics are based on the idea that it's sort of the same thing as feel, where if you maybe you don't appreciate something at the time, or you don't take advantage of something at the time. I came to a place where I woke up and I was in my 30s, and I realized I had sort of wasted my 20s in a way. I had sort of spent them in a coma, and I hadn't really appreciated all the opportunity that I had and all of the advantage I could have taken of certain things in life. And so it was it wasn't midlife crisis. It wasn't quite to that point, but it was the bit of like, where did that part of my life go? And it's like, well, it seems like I've already lived my 30s, and so everything has come in the wrong order. And then that turned into a whole thing about going to one of my recurring motifs as a songwriter, which is the whole just trying to choose a direction in life and figure out what's going to how you're going to break free from something.
go.